is 365 Power FM.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So pick up your phone and Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio. This is Power 365 Radio. We pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms.
Good morning and welcome to yet another interesting edition of Newspaper Review on Power 365 FM, your number one online radio in Southwest Nigeria. We are the best among the rest. Wherever you may be listening to my voice, this is a Bidapo Miracle Oluwa Dami Lola. This morning, I have with me the Punch newspaper, and likewise I have with me the Daily Post, the Daily Post newspaper also. That will be reviewing together. You know how we do it. First of all, we go through the headlines before we go to the news and details. Please don't forget, you can join us on all our social media and do on Facebook at Power FM Live, on YouTube at Power 365 FM, and for the TikTok lovers at Power 365 Online Radio is where to watch us and listen to us live and direct. First of all, this morning, the headlines. Stakeholders recommend insurance to boost Nigerian livestock. Homosexuality, RCCG calls for evidence in pastor vacant probe. Police foils terrorist attack in Imo, kill one suspect. No official response from federal government on strike, says SSANU. Ballon d'Or, Nigerian mocks Ghanaians over Lukman's 14th place finish. Advantage of a weak naira, Dangote fought for input as Tinubu summons Edo Dangote Kyari. Osimhen rules out January move to Chelsea. 17 northern states blackout end November 12th, coming from federal government. And also I'm able to cite this particular news story. Police prosecute lawmakers Ikeching for assaulting driver. And on business this morning, I'm able to cite this particular headline. 32 states got 55% of revenue from FAAC, according to report. Stop ad hoc FX auctions, World Bank tells CBN. And finally, on the headlines this morning, African specialists risk appoints new head for marine aviation lines. We go on a short break, and while we are back from the short break, then we dive into the news in detail. Stay tuned, don't touch the dial. Welcome back from that short commercial break. The program that is still live, it is newspaper review on Power365 FM. The news, first news headline that I'll be taking this morning. I'm able to see this on Daily Post. For a prize, motivation for Aliko Dangote won't be defeated. That's coming from Tinubu. I'll be taking that first this morning, talking about the President Bola Ahmed. And at the time, the motivation for Aliko Dangote's 65,000 barrels per day refinery will not be defeated. In a statement by Tinubu spokesperson Bayo Ononuga, the president made this known on Tuesday when the implementation committee on the Naira-based sales of crude oil and refined product visited the Aso Villa. Tinubu noted that whatever solution the Naira for crude oil deal should not take the Nigerian back to its experience in the last 40 years. According to him, the government will not go back to old ways of doing things under the premium motor spirit, popularly known as petrol subsidy era. Whatever solution we prefer in crude oil and also refined sales in Naira rather, should not take us back to our experience in the last 40 years. There can be constant revenue adjustment from President Bola Tinubu. And on Punch newspaper this morning, homosexuality RCCG calls for evidence in pastor's Deacon probe. The Redeemed Christian Church of God has issued a dedicated phone number and email address for the church members and the public to submit evidences as part of the investigation into allegation of homosexuality against two church leaders. Reports emerged on Tuesday that Pastor Ayomide Adebelo and Deacon Oke Mayowa has been suspended from their position following allegation of homosexuality misconduct involving young church members. The church has tasked the special assistant to the general overseer on administration with thoroughly investigating the allegations within 2 weeks. In a statement issued late Tuesday, signed by the RCCG National Overseer, Pastor Sunday Akonde, and titled RCCG Addresses Allegation Against Youth Ministers, the church encouraged anyone with relevant information to come forward. We encourage anyone with pertinent evidence that could assist our investigation to come forward. Please note that only substantive evidence directly related to this case will be considered. Other submission will not be reviewed. All evidence should be forwarded to the Special Assistant to the General Overseer Administration via rccg@gmail.com or on a particular line release. Your corporation will reinforce our commitment to justify and ensure a thorough resolution, he said. He explained that the church is conducting a comprehensive investigation into these claims. You can also read further details on that also on the Punch newspaper this morning, as homosexuality RCCG calls for evidence in Pastor Deacon's probe. Still on Punch newspaper this morning, no official response from federal government on strike, says SSANU. The Joint Action Committee of the Non-Academic Staff Union of Education and Associate Institution and the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian University has stated that there has been no official communication from the government regarding its ongoing strike. On Monday, the JAC of SSAUN and NSU commenced an indefinite strike over 4 months of withheld salaries, effectively halting university activities nationwide. Speaking in an interview with Punch Online on Tuesday night, the National Vice President of SSANU, Abdusoba Salam, said there is no update on the ongoing strike. It continues. Some informal contacts were made between the Minister of State for Education and our union executive, but there has been no real progress, just an informal appeal. This issue has persisted for a long time, with repeated promises that have not been fulfilled. All our ultimatums has expired, and we still receive any payment. The recent invitation was merely an informal call on the phone. We urge the authorities to take decisive action. We have come too far and can no longer accept empty promises. If we don't receive our payment, we want to go down. A statement made available on Punch Online on Sunday and signed by the SSANU National President Mohammed Ibrahim and NSU General Secretary Prince Peter Adeyemi confirmed that the ultimatum given to the federal government over the withheld salaries expired at midnight on Sunday. The union are demanding, among others, things: the payment of a 4-month salary, withheld salaries, improved remuneration and allowances, and implementation of the 2009 agreement with the federal government. You can read further details on that also. No official response from federal government on strike, says SSANU. Let's go back to the Daily Post this morning. I'm able to cite this news story. Governor Sanwo-Olu speaks on suit against EFCC over alleged arrest prosecution. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has denied an allied suit against the Economic and Financial Crime Commission over planned arrest and prosecution after its tenure expires. Lawal Pedro, the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Lagos State, disclosed these in a statement released by Sanwo-Olu spokesperson Boyega Akosile on Tuesday. This clarification comes with a media report that Sanwo-Olu lawyer filed a fundamental right enforcement suit against EFCC before Justice Joyce Abdulmalik of a federal high court in Abuja. However, the Attorney General of Lagos, Pedro, clarified that there was no time Governor Sanwo-Olu asked any legal practitioner to file a suit on his behalf about the subject matter. We need to clarify that Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu at no time sued or briefed any legal practitioner to file a suit on his behalf concerning the above subject matter. Also, it is disingenuous for the governor who enjoys immunity as conferred on him by the Constitution and has almost 3 years ahead of him to brief any lawyer on this kind of matter. To the best of knowledge, my inquiry confirmed that EFCC is not investigating the governor and has never invited him or threatened arrest of any member of his staff, domestic or otherwise. We are currently investigating how the case came to be without our knowledge, he stated. Meanwhile, the FCC has not issued any statement regarding the matter as of the time of filing this report. Read further details on that on the Punch newspaper this morning as Sanwo-Olu speaks on suit against the FCC over alleged arrest prosecution. And finally, on newspaper review this morning, let me take this sporting story. NPFL fine Enyimba FC to cough out 1 million over comment. The organizer of the Nigerian Premier Football League has fined Enyimba International and also won the club to desist from the act of bringing the league into disrepute. The People's Elephant did extra work on Sunday before they could overcome Ikorodu City, and the reaction posted on the club social media handle after the game did not go down well with the organizer. Enyimba has been charged for breaching the NPFL frameworks and rules in the course of their matchday 9 fixtures against Ikorodu City at the Enyimba Stadium on Sunday. The Abba-based club have been charged for publishing disparaging comments against match officials on their social media handle X, formerly known as Twitter. The published comments by the People's Elephant are capable of bringing the game to disrepute. Ayimba has been fined 1 million naira for misconduct capable of bringing the game to disrepute. The club has also been warned to desist from similar acts in future and advised to use appropriate channels to make their complaints, and as a recurrent will lead to Steva sanctions. The statement read, Ayimba have the right to appeal to the sanction within 48 hours of the date of notice. Alright, then before we leave this morning, let's run through the headlines once again. No official response from federal government on strike, says SSANU. RCCG suspends 2 pastors over homosexuality allegation, begins probe. Survivor strategies when expenses overshoot income. After apology, reps probe Abia lawmakers over Abuja driver assault. Nigerians 2025 broadband goes at risk without satellite connectivity. That's coming from expert. 2025 budget, Tinubu submits MTEF to National Assembly next week, Senate spokesperson. Abia